Hello! To those of you who have never seen one of my videos before, I'm AmazzonKane. I'm a writer, I'm obsessed with Anaconda, I do rewatch videos such as this one, and my ultimate goal is to run an official reboot of the series, and you can even see what that would look like on my channel, as I organized a small team to revamp the theme song. Baby Lulu is a character I constantly make jokes about. She's not really involved in the show so much. She's definitely more of a prop or a plot device, and kind of hard to do that with babies, but she's part of the show anyway. Here's an episode more about Angela's relationship with Lulu, my fair Lulu.
Most days orange is the color that is my favorite color, and I would not be caught in pink polka dots for all the fruity flakes. But now I have no choice on account of my poison ivy, which I didn't get because of me. It happened at our annual once-a-year family picnic, where we were supposed to have so much fun. I was minding my own P's and Q's, designing a deluxe super ant farm for those little ants I was going to collect for All Creatures Great and Small Week at school. Too bad baby-sized forces make it hard to mind your own business. Cut it out, Baby Lulu. Mom, can I go blind from baby spitted grape juice in my eye?
That is a good question. Probably not.
Which is what my dad calls nature, on account of some ancient scouting merit badge.
Maybe Mr. Anaconda was a Boy Scout once upon a time.
Everyone hold tight while your old Eagle Scout dad scopes the area from...
Oh, he was an Eagle Scout! Even better! Dang!
Angela, sweetie, keep an eye on Lulu while I unpack.
But my eye got enough of Lulu in the car.
Here's some poison ivy right here!
Oh, and here are her astronutties in case she gets hungry.
But why can't Derek and Mark keep their eyes on her? They're just playing.
We're not playing, Frecklehead. We're practicing. Yeah, practicing playing.
Oh, watch out.
Because Mark and Derek would definitely murder that baby, that's why.
Maybe I have to practice pretending I don't have two Neanderthals for brothers.
Uh-oh. This over here will make you itch for sure.
I love how dorky Mr. Anaconda is. Whoa, Lulu's face.
It's a bubble. Don't you even know what a bubble is?
That's a fat baby.
Dad!
That ought to do it. Now everybody just stay clear, and we'll all be itch-free.
Ooh, it doesn't move much.
Fine. As long as I do everything everyone else doesn't want to do.
Burn the child!
No, magnifying glass for finding ants. Well, hello, Farmer Ant number 1. What's that you say? You want to move into Angela Anaconda's deluxe ant farm for super ants? Okay, if you insist.
It's a very talky show.
Lulu, your butt just murdered Farmer Ant number 1. Cool.
Cool butterfly.
Gotcha.
Nice.
The wondrous butterfly. They shed their outer wraps to reveal their true splendor. Let us all thank great insect catcher Angela Anaconda for bringing
Perfect
us
place to use Miss Brinks' overdramatic words. Of course Angela would be sticking it to Nanette.
Baby Lulu! No!
Hero moment. See, Angela's got standards. Ugh, relatable.
Nice catch, Angie Pants. Maybe you should play for the Ivy League.
Stupid puns. It's a popsicle stick pun.
So now
I
have
still
to
love
stay
it.
home from school and try not to itch. But what is worse is I have to wait until tomorrow to show my All Creatures Great and Small Creature, which is the best. Hey, Angela! Hey, maybe someone can see my butterfly after all.
Aw.
Angela, you're not planning on wearing your pajamas to school again, are you?
Not this time, Gina Lash. Today I'm staying
Angela's
home
a free
from school
spirit.
on account of I'm covered in poison ivy.
Yeah, and you're covered in pink spots, too.
That's the medicine, Johnny Abadi.
Whatever it is, you look awful.
Yeah, good thing I already had breakfast. Sure wouldn't feel like eating French toast syrup and Polish sausage now.
Shut up, Gina.
Well, maybe just the sausage.
Maybe we should get going. You know, in case she's contagious.
But if you leave now, you'll miss your chance to get an exclusive sneak preview of my very special
It is pretty cool that they are at least coming to get her.
Special spotted creature. Yeah, from the putrid pink lagoon. Oh, putrid. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
With what?
Lulu!
Lulu, you... Lulu!
Save yourselves before it's too late.
God damn it, Lulu!
Hey, you haven't even seen my greatest of all creatures, greatest of all creature yet. Bad baby Lulu. Don't you know you're not
Violent
supposed to
streaks
know
run in the
who to
family.
impress before they even get to see my butterfly?
Face painting with strained peas. Aren't you two the inventive sister team?
I am sorry to tell you, but no way do I have a messy piglet for a teammate.
All's fair in love and sisterhood.
That's
As
depressing.
For you, Miss Piggly Wiggly, I think it's nap time.
Oh, the magic word. Nap time. Which means I am safe.
I also wonder how that
My
butterfly's
favorite
gonna
things
last.
I like to do during the school year. Namely, stay home from school with no brothers and baby sister around to interrupt me. Now I can watch my favorite TV show with no interruptions. And build a house of cards out of cards with no interruptions. And even play checkers alone.
Nice.
No interruptions. So who cares if I always half lose on account of I always half win? Yes!
She's got a good mindset.
Mom! Lulu is not taking a nap!
Oh,
No!
Dang it, Lulu. This feels very relatable.
Stop! Return to your containment chamber at once!
Hmm.
No!
I also like the precocious vocabulary.
When one promises a butterfly, Angela Anaconda,
Oh.
one should bring a butterfly.
Aww.
Angela, what are you doing? I told you to stay inside or your poison ivy will get worse.
But Lulu kicked my
Really? Is
butterfly
that a thing?
containment chamber, and my most excellent butterfly just flew out the window!
Oh dear, well that's a shame, honey. But I'm sure she didn't mean to do it. After all, your sister's just a baby.
She has a very limited amount of time to use that
You
excuse.
think a baby is the worst kind of sister to have. Why can't Lulu be more like a grown-up kid? Someone who talks and walks and doesn't drool. Why can't Lulu be more like me?
Of course, Angela thinks that the perfection would be her. Also, Johnny is the henchman.
Maybe Lulu will cry. That was a dear better sister you might even want to have as a sister for a change. If you insist,
Whoa.
I will tell her.
I love how they're intentionally playing up the creep factor on this one.
Don't look now, but I
That
think
is kinda
it's getting
creepy.
warm, she will tell me. Not so fast, little Lou. I will reply. We've only just begun. It's time for your cocoon. First, you will need a brain. And let's not forget some grown-up clothes so you won't embarrass me in public. It's the new Lulu Review. I will announce when it is time for you to emerge from your diaper cocoon like a magnificent butterfly. Ta-da!
Whoa, that is freaky.
Oh no, my sweet sibling sister. You may look like a big kid, but you sure don't act like one yet. Whatever will we do about that?
Best thing you can do is wait a little bit.
Say goodbye.
I am loving the photo collage look.
Baby Lou.
City dump.
And say goodbye to your bottle. Observe and learn. Now that had a drink of milk. Thank you, Sister Angela, superior sibling of all of my siblings. You will say. And now that you have grown me up, teach me how to
This is so strange.
repeat after me. If Patty Popper poked a pack of purple penguins, how many purple penguins did Patty Popper poke? If Patty Popper poked a pack of purple penguins, how many
This
purple
fantasy
penguins
sequence
did
has
Patty
gone on a little while.
I think she's got it. I think she's really got it.
Not the funniest.
Okay, that's it. Enough
But
is
it's so
enough, Baby
relatable.
Lulu, on account of I have had enough.
I definitely get the sense that the Anaconda house is usually filled with energy and
Butterfly.
stress.
Gotcha. Maybe it's a good thing my baby sister is a baby after all. I hope you are ready, Baby Lulu, because it is time for your first mission. Balloon. Right, Baby Lulu? Water
So
balloon.
Lulu never sounds like a real baby. It's kind of funny. I do like this ending, though.
You rock! No way, dude. You rock!
Ready, Baby Lulu?
Aviators, that is actually really cute.
I got it!
Baby Lulu, you rock!
That's cute. This is definitely a slower episode, and I would say I wasn't really enjoying it while I was watching it, but thinking about it afterwards for a little bit, I strangely appreciate it in a very unique way. On the negative side, and this is a general issue I notice with Anaconda, it is very, very talk heavy. You know, she talks a lot at the beginning and gives you a big exposition dump when a lot of that could be communicated more visually. Anaconda definitely could benefit from a lot more visual storytelling, and that's something I do want to bring to it. That's something, because there is such a good idea with this show, and it really could be something utterly amazing. There's such a relatability with the show, but it's also something that could be built on, expanded upon, and I say this with no disrespect to the original team, but improved upon. So, on the negative side, yeah, it's very, very talk heavy. It could benefit from being more visual, but that is always something that can be done. And it's not a funny episode. When I was watching this, I thought, okay, this is really tame. Honestly, this one feels like a preschool show. But the emotions in this one are very, very honest, and they're very real. And this feels like a boring day in a kid's life. You know, Angela's in a big family, there's chaos. It's very, very mundane. You know, her brothers do pick on her, and she has to take care of Baby Lulu. She gets very frustrated very, very quickly because she's around all these characters, she's around all these people. And you know, she's having a kind of a boring day sick at home, but then has to deal with this baby who she gets annoyed by, but at the same time, it's just, Lulu's so helpless. She has a bit of an excuse, even though I generally hate the whole, oh, she just doesn't know any better, she's so young. Thought, okay, Lulu has that excuse. It's like, I think that could be a fun way to interact with Lulu. It's like because on the other hand, yeah, it's like she really doesn't, but at the same time, it's like, that frustration. Angela's frustration is very real, very identifiable, and even though she's, you know, typical kid, kids do complain, kids get frustrated, and you don't always have that emotional control, and I think, but at the same time, I strangely do understand it more here than I do in other episodes where it's not so upfront. And this one has a very low-key day-in-the-life feel that, again, I generally prefer it when it is more edgy, when it has more of the frustration, when things are busier, when things get to the point, do it, and keep it very tight, very to the goal of the episode. But this one also ends with, I really like the moment it ends with. I really, really like that Angela and Lulu are teaming up, they have matching aviators, they have a really nice sister moment, getting back at Mark and Derek in a really stupid way, just throwing a water balloon at them, and teaming up. It's great. Again, I think I could see them even continuing that. Maybe they get a little older, a little more mature, and they start to, you know, very lovingly abuse each other instead of just frustratingly abuse each other. And maybe give it a couple years before that happens. But yeah, this one, my first thought when I watched this was, oh, this feels like a preschool show, but now I think, oh, this one has a bit of a laid-back feel to it. This one feels like, and I do think the Angela characters can be tweaked more, but I like the foundation of the show so much, and I do like the idea that a show is based around the frustrations of this one character and all the crap she has to deal with, and the fact that she is allowed to get angry, and the fact that she does have this imagination where she is finally in control. I love that, and again, I want to bring that back and do more with it, because you really can do so much with it. So you see Angela's relationship with her family, and you see how she survives, and you see what she does about it. She's more proactive here. That's another issue I do notice in the show sometimes, that sometimes things just happen. And one example, the butterfly comes back and lands on Lulu. That's something that happens to them instead of, say, Angela going outside, finding ants and a caterpillar that can turn into a butterfly. But at the same time, she's proactive with her sister and her family. So that's fun to watch. And I like, yeah, this feels like kind of a nice, relaxing moment, strangely enough. And if you like characters, then you'll want to see them do most anything, and you'll be with them. And for some reason, even though I know this is not the tightest episode, this is probably not one I'm going to be rewatching. It certainly doesn't have great jokes, but I'm still with Angela, and I still like how she's going through things. I like the fact that she's playing checkers with herself. I like the fact that she is making the most of her time at home. So, yeah. Definitely one I needed a little more time to think about. Even though I wouldn't call this the most memorable episode, but I do appreciate it in a strange way. I do appreciate the emotions of it. I do appreciate the laid-backness of it. I appreciate that it is everyday chaos. It's just life happening. And it is, in a strange way, an interesting change-up from the rest of it. Like I said, I do prefer it when it's big and crazy and weird, but it is an interesting change of pace. So, make it out what you will.